into a nursery and the children just shout, "Pyjama Drama!" and they get really excited. Those little faces. Are just...
Nobody walks into an office and goes, "Hello!" But you do with the 16 children.
Yeah, you see all these smiley faces in front of you. Like, I don't think you can ever have a bad day.
No, you can't.
Since we've gone through the pandemic, I think the team has been invaluable.
It's not competitive, not at all.
No, and that's another thing that when I first started, I was a bit like, oh, you're sort of up against who can do the most sessions or
who's most dramatic,
who's got the
who
most,
can sing better.
Yeah,
it's not like that.
Not like that
Yeah.
at all. No.
I love the fact that everybody is a big team, and so even though you are on your own, you're not on your own, and I really like that.
Yeah, everybody's really different, so you don't get the same idea from everybody. You know, everybody's at the end of the phone if you need them. You can ring Sarah and Rachel whenever you want, and it's not a problem. They're always there for you. And I think that's why I chose to join Pyjama Drama, just having the support.
You think it's going to be really hard and you're not going to be able to do it, but actually it's puts your mind at ease when you get there, rather than just, you know, being sent a few documents and hoping for the best. You get to try it all out.
I think Sarah and Rachel, they're a really good team, really.
Yeah.
Because they've got different things that you can sort of ask, sort of get their different perspectives on things, and then you get a really quite good rounded answer, really. So that's really good.
Anne says, throw yourself into something that perhaps you were a bit nervous about, but have the support of somebody who knows what they're doing.
Yeah, constructive criticism.
And leads you through the different areas that perhaps you're not so confident with or not so sure about, but actually like gives you the confidence to do it in a safe environment.
Yeah.
And then you go away thinking, well, actually, no, I can do this. So this year's been, I suppose, slightly less formal because of everything that's happened. We've had a lot of time to sort of talk with each other and kind of build relationships back again, and and get to have a laugh, share ideas, and feel and know that you're doing a good job. Like
most people I know work in offices or schools and have very strict sort of ways of doing things, but with Pyjama Drama that you can be so flexible and you can be so creative within your work, and meeting like-minded individuals as well that sort of get where you're coming from and don't think that you're a bit strange, or say, oh, I couldn't do that, I couldn't just stand there and like jump around and be a frog or something like that. And I was like, well, I can. I do it well.
So nice to be in a room with people who think the same as you do, and actually like have the same sort of sense of humour, I guess, and the same like silliness and the same like craziness, and and we don't get embarrassed, and we feel comfortable in front of each other.
And I've twice had babies take their first ever steps in a baby class.
Oh, that's so
and on
cute.
both times it's because they were trying to get to me with the puppet, and they were trying to come to the puppet.
They love the puppet, don't they?
And once a little one said their first ever word in a Pyjama Drama class, and it was boing, because the frog was going boing, 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 and they said boing.
Found a snail or a slug and he's hurt. At the end of the class, I'll go, you won't do me a favour, will you? Do you think you can take Gail the snail home for me and pop her in the garden and just look after her? And then you'll find the little ones, they're walking out like this, holding Gail the snail. But what's most impressive, which I love, when they come back the week after, Mum goes, oh my God, they spent all the time walking home holding Gail the snail.
That is really cute.
And took it to bed. That gets you, because you know then that it's sticking with them, isn't it? And they're taking the drama home with them, and that's what you really want, don't you?
A parent contact me and say I taught their child to whisper, and they were really, really grateful, because when she got up first thing in the morning, she was whispering instead of shouting.
The welcome that I got from an existing franchisee when I first started was welcome to the best job in the world, and she really meant it, and I really mean it as well. It's been just fantastic, so much fun, and for the time that I've been doing it, I couldn't imagine doing anything else.
Been doing Pyjama Drama now for I think 9 years, and I've got to say, it's the best thing I've ever done.
If you've got even that little spark of, is it something I want to do, then arrange to have a chat with a director or another franchisee, and you soon realise that it is something you want to do, and those sparks will soon develop into a passion.
You see those children and they engage, and you come out feeling amazing.
Yeah.
Every time.
You will never laugh
You
so
can't be
much
angry.
in your life.
Yeah.
I think anybody who is thinking of being self-employed and really hesitant of thinking, should I go self-employed? Doing a franchise is a great way of doing it, and that's how I looked at it. I don't know about you, because you've got that backing, you've got that support. Although you've got the capability of running your own business and making your own decisions, you've still got that support with you, and I think that's really invaluable.
I'm very proud when people say, well, what do you do? And I go, oh, and it's quite hard to sum up, but I sort of start off by saying, oh, I go into nurseries and preschools and I teach, we go on imaginary journeys, and people are like, what are you talking about? Because I work in an office, or I do PowerPoint presentation, and you just think, well, I can jump like a frog, and I can swim, I can fly, I can swim in rivers that have mermaids in
Save
them.
the world yesterday.
I can save the world, exactly. And nobody else does that in their normal jobs, but I can say I do. So.